We've made it and it's happening. 2018 is in its infancy stages. It's time to nurture your path, move into where you feel comfy, sit back and get ready for the ride. 2018 is going to be a really big year for all of those people who want to work with this master energy. My name's Michelle Conway. It's Psychic Angel Guidance on A1R Psychic Radio. Well, it is a funny old world, isn't it? We're all here, we're all learning, we're all running about, we're all doing different things. We're all at a different stage of development, a different stage of psychic awareness, if you like, okay? This morning I said to my guides, what will I talk about? What is it that you would like me to bring up on the very first show for 2018? And they said to me, talk about the chakra system, Michelle. Explain exactly what it is. And there's no doubt all of you guys out there know that we have 7 chakras within our body, and the chakra means spinning wheel, and we have our base chakra and our sacral chakra and the solar plexus, the heart, the throat, third eye, the crown, and some are also considered way out into the universe higher that link out, and minor chakras and many different chakras. The chakra system, as I've had it explained to me by my guides and the angels that work with me, is a microcosm and a macrocosm system. And that within each chakra, there is actually another chakra system. And again, and again, and again. And it doesn't just happen within our bodies, but we know that it happens on a planetary level. It happens on a universal level. It happens on the biggest level you can think of, or the smallest level, down to the smallest little microorganism that's alive, that's under the sea, no matter where. Plants, everything that's alive or not is working within the chakra system. The spirit have said to me that the realms within the spirit realm are very similar to the chakra system. It's an infinite stage that you can never fully learn through, because once you get to one point, you're at the starting point of the next. So therefore, each and every one of us is at a very different stage of incarnation on a spiritual level within a system that I have been shown as like the chakra system. So each chakra can be like a grade. Each lifetime is like a grade at school, where we come, we learn, we grow, we experience, we get tested, and then once we pass back to spirit, we pass back to a realm in spirit that resonates with the same frequency as what is seen as a chakra system here. So that's where the different realms in spirit come from. So there can be many different learning experiences within one realm of the chakra, if you like, because you've got the microcosm and macrocosm of the chakra systems within that chakra itself. This is an infinite and unlimited amount of times that it can be expanded or contracted, depending on what the soul's journey is, depending on what they're here for in each lifetime. So you meet really old souls that are really wise and have all this knowledge, and they tend to just go, and sit with it, because they understand that to start to explain it is more complicated than to just be in the now and sit in the isness of that knowledge. And yet you meet really young souls, new souls to the earth plane. They may have come from different universes, but their life here, a first-time soul, you can see that the way they live their lives, the way they conduct their lives, that they're at a very young, very early stage of spiritual growth, human existence, understanding, all those sorts of things. Everybody is at a different stage. which makes our world very interesting, doesn't it? When you think about it like that and you think, wow, everybody's at a totally different stage of spiritual awareness, if you like. And it just makes me so curious about what is it, where is it, and who is it that we're all working towards and around and about and all of this. And yes, we can say that, yep, we're all going back to reunite with the divine force or whatever your beliefs are. That's fine. But that's all just part of where your learning's at within that chakra system, that energy structure that I've been shown how that works by my guides, okay? So when it goes into the spirit realm, that's when it's called realms, I guess, rather than the chakras. So within the spirit realm, that's where people draw from, for people who, for example, who have brought on Star Wars. They've drawn on a realm of bringing that down to the earth plane, or people that have drawn on experiences to do with alien existence are drawing on a realm of knowledge that's bringing that to the earth plane, okay? And they're bringing it down into and through to a grounding level that each person that sees these things is taking in, filtering and understanding what that is about on from their experience, from their amount of soul growth, or from their amount of insight, experience of what they've learnt through life. Okay, so again, it comes looking at, so you've got the chakra system that also resonates to musical notes. You've got your 7 chakras, 7 musical notes, 7 days of the week, the 7 colours of the rainbow. All of those are frequencies that they are resonating with, okay? Now, Pythagoras, who visited me once, he actually believed that the strongest and most universal knowledge or way we communicate on the earth is through energy of colours and vibration within music, okay? So this is a structure that, if you think about the 7 and all that it means on the earth plane, you start to tie it together. It starts to see, like, we've got the 7 wonders, we've got all these 7 different, everything works in 7s when it comes to the chakra system and how it's all connected. And that is the same from spirit. The spirit also move down and they come closer to the earth plane, and as they're finished with the earth plane, they move up into the higher frequencies or the higher realms, the higher chakras of the spirit realm as well. So it gets higher and higher and higher up into those frequencies, which is where the colours that resonate with those chakras become more luminous, if you like, more surreal, more not as dense as what they are on the earth plane, okay? And that's the same with the angelic vibrations of music, of the musical notes, all of those things that as they move up into the angelic realms, higher and higher, back to the life force, back to the source of what created all that there is, becomes a higher in frequency. Okay, just as it becomes denser and denser and denser until it becomes like a rock and comes down to where there seems to be no life force happening within the being itself. Okay, but as we know, crystals have life force. Crystals are living beings. Now, some people think a rock is just a rock. A rock is just another form of a crystal that's resonating at a different frequency within that chakra system on the earth plane. So for me, and the way that my guides have shown that to me, is that once you tie that all together and bring it all into a sense that, okay, I can understand how that works, you can see how in each chakra there's another chakra system. And within each chakra within that, there's another one. And within each one within that, there's another one, until it gets down to the most infinite, smallest ever that your mind can possibly conceive stage, okay? So as far down as your mind can conceive, or as high up as your mind can conceive to, is where it's all happening for you on the chakra system. Sorry, I just had a note pop up there on my screen. I'm like, what's going on with that? Okay, so it's an infinite source. It all ties together. It's just amazing what you can, when you start to tie the chakra system in together with the tarot cards, with the way that psychic energy comes through, with the way that mediumship can work for that matter too, because it comes down to the medium is also within a certain energy level, energetic cycle of growth, which gives them a stage that they're resonating with within the chakra system, which is also where spirit bring themselves to align themselves to come into that medium's energy for that mediumship connection to take place, okay? Because when somebody's working on a mediumship energy, the energy actually of the spirit comes into the aura of the medium, and that's how they know what they know. Where if they're working on a psychic level, the spirit energy doesn't come into the aura of the medium, it stays separate and is stayed with the person that they're at. So again, that comes back to the connection of the energetic chakra energy. Does that make sense? I hope I'm explaining that properly, because it's quite a detailed area to delve into, and I've only got a few moments to try to explain it here. Hope I've given you a little bit of an insight into that, but now I'll move on, and I've got Deanna in Carmel on the line. Hi, Deanna. How are you?
Hi, Michelle. How are you?
I'm really good. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Did you have a good New Year's Eve? What did you do?
I spent the day with friends, so it was very nice, well needed.
A nice rest for you?
I actually did get some rest. It was surprising. I did get some rest. I really needed it, so it was welcomed. I hope you had a wonderful awesome. New Year's, too.
Oh, look, yes, I just stayed home. I think I was in bed at the time of 12 o'clock. I think the fireworks around the area woke me up, actually. So, yeah, I didn't stay up to see it in. I never thought I'd become one of those people that was in bed at 12 o'clock on New Year, but guess what? Yeah, I was. Anyway, so how can I help you? Have you a question that you rang in with today?
I was just trying to see if how my career would progress in 2018. Just overall, because 2017 was a little rough, and I'm feeling a better 2018, but I just wanted to just check in.
Okay. All right. Well, I was just feeling the energy around that for you as you were talking about it. And the first thing that was coming to me is that take a breath, okay? Take your time to ease into the energy of 2018 at the moment, especially as far as work goes, all right? I do feel like you're low in energy as far as the commitment you've got to your work front at the moment. So I do feel that you're a bit tired, that you do need change around that. Does that make sense for you?
Very much.
Yep. So I'm feeling that as you move into the second and third month of this year, I feel I'm seeing a door open. I'm seeing options starting to open up for you. And I don't feel that not all of these are going to be on the work front for yourself, okay? Some of them are going to be that you're going to create for yourself, all right? Now, as I'm saying this, I am getting told that I'm getting the word medieval, like chivalry or something like that coming to mind, all right? So I do feel that this is telling me a number of different things that are going to take place for you in 2018.
Okay.
First of all, I'm feeling that there's somebody who's going to be standing up or taking your side on the work front that is going to help you to overcome and remove a blockage, because I do feel like there's been a blockage, or almost like there's an invisible wall in front of you where you haven't been able to communicate fully what it is you've wanted to get out into the workplace with colleagues, okay? So I do feel... Sorry?
No, I totally understand.
Yeah. So I do feel like somebody's going to be chivalrous in standing by you and helping you to get that communication out. And this is where the change will come about for you in the work front. This will be, I'm getting told, it's like it's on the death door, you know, that door knock thing when it's the last moment for you. And I feel like it's going to shift the energy around for you on the work front. But for you, I feel like you're going to say, nah, you've already got your options open somewhere else. You've already had some irons in the fire to start to open up those other doors, looking for work elsewhere is what I'm getting told for you, okay? So I do feel that 2018 is going to be like the closing of a chapter for you as far as where your working goes, and there's going to be another energy that will come in and start to become more promising is what I'm getting told for you. I feel like that'll be around the middle of the year, okay? So around the middle of the year, things will start to shift for you as far as work goes. And as I'm saying that, I'm getting told to say you're going to have a spring in your step when this starts to take place. And I'm actually doing that as I'm talking to you. So I do feel that it's going to be exciting for you, okay? And this year, you've been a bit tired, not just around the work front, I'm getting told. You've been tired on a number of different levels. It's not just your work. It's been even in your ordinary or your day-to-day living too. You felt like, you know. So you're wanting that change. You're needing that change to come in for yourself. So I do feel it's going to take place for you. So keep yourself on a positive at the moment. Ease yourself slowly and nurture yourself as you're moving into this energy, because when you start to nurture yourself, it's almost thinking of yourself as going through that metamorphosis, like the caterpillar turning to the butterfly, all right? So that's going to take place over the next few months, where you're going to spread your wings and fly, but that'll be about the middle of the year. Don't be tricked into thinking there's nothing happening, that change isn't taking place, because change often takes place behind the scenes. We don't see it until it's bam-o, smack bang in our face, okay? So I hope I've helped you there somehow.
No, you did.
I'll leave it there for you. Happy New Year.
Great. Happy New Year. Thank you so much, Michelle.
Thank you. Let me know how you go. Okay.
I will.
All right. I've got Rita in Cincinnati on the line. Hi, Rita. How are you?
Fine. How are you?
Oh, I love the way you said hello. How are you? I'm good. Happy New Year.
Well, Happy New Year to you.
Did you go out and party on, or were you like me, home in bed?
Oh, no, I'm 70. I stay home. I'm an old lady.
You're a what? Sorry?
I'm an old lady.
Oh, I heard you say you were a nice lady. Oh,
I am a nice lady also.
Yeah. Have you phoned in with a question, Rita?
Yes, I do. I was wondering if anyone up in heaven would like to speak with me. My relative and my ex-husband.
Okay, just give me a moment just to connect with that for you, okay?
Okay.
Well, as I was tuning in and asking for you. I got this fellow that is quite cheeky. I'm getting a very cheeky energy from him, and I'm getting lots of laughter. And I feel as though there was a little bit of, I don't know, like he'd keep you going, keep things happening for you in your life, is what he's telling me, all right? There was never a dull moment while he was around, is what I'm being told, all right?
That's right.
Yep. And so he's wishing you a happy New Year, okay? And he's telling you that he's around you a lot, right? So you've been have you been dreaming about him lately?
Yes.
Yeah. He's saying he's acknowledging that, okay? But he's telling you he's wanting you to know that you've got a very big year coming up for yourself, all right? So to take things slow, all right? He's talking about you can't dance the light fantastic anymore is what he's saying, but you can still give it a go.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, he loves to dance.
Did he? Yes, you went dancing is what I'm getting told, okay? So I'm feeling as though, you know, you can still do it in your mind. You've still got all of that happening there for you. Okay, now he's telling me about you're still driving. Is that right?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, he's saying you're doing really, really well. He's saying, but do be careful. There's a lot of young people out there these days that are racing around a bit fast. All right, so he's just wanting you to be a little bit more alert with your driving when you're out and about, okay?
Okay.
Have you had trouble parking the car recently? I'm getting you've had trouble parking the car, he's telling me. There was an incident with a car park or parking the car.
I don't.
Does that make sense? Sorry?
No, not really.
Okay. Well, just be aware of that. Just keep that in mind. That might be a little bit of a warning there for you about parking the car, or just a little bit of letting you know to be a bit careful. There could be a reason that's come through for you. Okay.
Okay.
Now he's telling me that you like playing cards. I'm being shown cards.
Yes, I am.
Oh, and he's also showing me that do you go out and play cards with other people, friends? It's like you've got a card group or something is what I'm getting come through there.
Yeah. Well, it's mainly my family.
Yeah. That was something you've all done together is what I'm being shown, what I'm getting through from him as well. Yeah. So he's saying he's wanting you to know that he's still there. He's still with you at those times. All right. Still giving you. He's saying he's helping you pick the winning hand at times. All right.
Oh, good. I hope he helps me out with the lottery.
Oh, he's having a laugh about that. He's saying, well, if he could, he would, but it's a bit hard. It's a bit more random, the lottery numbers coming through. Yeah, so he's saying he's sending lots of love to you, okay? And he's saying it's wonderful that you've still got your fantastic sense of humour, that you always made him smile, is what he's telling me, all right? And he's also saying that he's very happy. He's at peace on the other side, and he's very proud of the family and how everything's all turning out for everyone, okay? And he's referring to, you haven't got a little dog.
I did, but he just passed away.
He's referring to the dog. He's referring to the dog. So that I would say is to let you know the dog's made the transition, and it's very successful and very peaceful. Okay. So, because that was quite hard for you. I'm getting told that it was quite difficult, the passing, when the dog passed. You were very sad.
Oh, yes, that was very hurtful.
Yeah, but the dog is now happy in heaven, still looking over you. You still feel him around you at times, is what I've just been told too.
I do.
Yeah. So he's still there. He's still with you, okay? So I'm going to leave it there for you, and I'm going to wish you a very merry and happy and wonderful and joyful 2018, and try not to get in too much trouble, all right?
Okay, thank you so much.
You're most welcome. Thanks for calling. Okay, guys, coming up to the last part of my show, I'd like to thank you all for being here. It's been fantastic. I can't believe how fast it's gone, coming up to the end of the show already. Of course, if you'd like to contact me, you can do so on my Facebook page on Facebook, Psychic Michelle Conway. I do have a website, www.psychicmichelleconway. So, yeah, have a great rest of the evening. Stay out of trouble. Be happy. Have fun. Okay, and I'll see you all next week with another show that I never know what I'm doing until that morning. My guides always say, hey, what are we going to do? What are we going to talk about today at the very last minute? So it's always last minute for me.